We're recording. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
Just drop that ass, bitches. Open micers in the house. Pop that pussy with that open micers logo in your mouth. Jason with his bald ass head. Jacob looking inbred. Open micers, bitch. Heard what I said. Drop that ass, drop that ass. Open micers in the house. Drop that ass, pop that pussy. Open micers in the house. Open micers in the house. Open micers is a mouse. Drop that ass, pop that pussy. Open micers in the house. The mic is now
That's
open.
right, the mic is now open. Happy birthday to me! My name is Jason Robbins.
I'm Jacob Craig, and you better pop that pussy, Jason.
Yeah.
It is your 55th birthday. Happy birthday, buddy.
Thanks, man. Nice. I'm not 55. I'm 74. Get it right.
No, I'm sorry. Sorry, Gramps.
Yeah.
Almost time to put you in a home, but
I know.
still got a little bit of steam left, I guess.
But it's kind of a part 2 to last week's episode, since we're recording these one right after the other. So
yeah, I feel like we were just building up some steam, and now we go into this episode.
So now I forgot what we were going to talk about. You said you were going to start talking about something, and then we had to go to the next episode.
I'll get into it, but I do want to know first what kind of cake you're going to have for your birthday.
Let's see. I'm a fan of all kind of cake, but I do, my favorite thing is probably just some regular yellow birthday cake mixed with some chocolate and vanilla ice cream in the bowl.
Yeah. Can I just say that's as boring and vanilla as you are?
Yeah. I mean, I don't care because I love birthday cake.
That's the whitest old man birthday cake you can have.
Well, I like German chocolate cake. I like that kind of cake. I like chocolate cake. I mean, everybody likes chocolate cake. I just like regular birthday cake. Oh, you know what I would like though? An ice cream cake.
Oh, dude. I got that for my birthday last year. I got a Dairy Queen ice cream cake.
Oh, dude.
It felt wrong. Eating it felt like cheating on my wife.
Yeah.
It was just felt wrong, but I couldn't stop.
Did your wife walk in and you're like the dude with the pie on American Pie. You're just like fucking the cake.
Yeah. She's like, I wanted a piece of that.
Like, this cake loves me. Get out.
It's about to be a cheesecake when I'm done with it.
That's gross.
2 minutes in.
Yeah.
We're fucking nasty. We're nasty boys.
But you know what I love most about birthdays though is all the free buffets you get. I've already got a coupon for a free buffet at Golden Corral, and you get a free buffet on your birthday at Hart's.
So this is why I need to be tapped in with the teenage population, because I need to know who's making fake IDs so that every day can be my birthday.
Yeah.
Just have an ID every single day for a different buffet.
You want to know a life hack too? I found out last year.
What?
Go to Golden Corral and sign up for your birthday thing or whatever, and then they'll email you a birthday get a free buffet thing coupon, and you take it up there, save it to your phone or whatever, and you show it to them. They don't scan it or anything, so then you wait a couple of days and you go back again, and they don't scan it. And then go back a few days later, and different people at the register, use it again. You can use that same coupon multiple times.
You can use it in November.
Yeah. I've been using it every day for the last year.
I haven't had to pay for a meal since my last birthday.
But yeah, that's a little life hack for you.
That's definitely something I'd do. What I was going to talk about is I had a weird Sam's experience the other day in the Sam's Club, which is strange because that's a store you have to pay to shop at.
Yeah, I was going to ask, do you pay for a membership there?
I do. Yeah. It's very close to my house, so I might as well have a membership because it's just right there. Yeah. You would think that premium would keep weird people out of there. Nope. It's only like $15 for a membership.
And that's for a year?
I don't know how much we pay for the yearly. I don't know how much it is. I think it's like $15 a month, something like that. It's fairly inexpensive. It's not like it used to be where you were like, oh, you pay a Sam's Club membership. You're
Yeah.
fucking fancy. It's not like that anymore. Yeah, in one day in Sam's, first of all, this is how shitty we are. We didn't go to Sam's to shop. We went there to eat at the deli.
I thought
And
you were
that's
gonna
it.
say do nothing but eat free samples.
Oh no, dude, it's like Mad Max on free sample days. I don't even try anymore. But their deli is so inexpensive. What we do is we get 2 slices of pizza, 2 hot dogs, 2 pretzels, and 2 drinks, and it costs us $9.80.
What?
Yes, sir. It is so inexpensive.
That's
It's
insanity.
insanity. Yeah, it's honestly crazy. It's less than $10 to eat like kings at the fucking Sam's.
I might have to get me a Sam's card just so I can go eat cheap.
Yeah, dude, it's honestly worth it just for the cheap lunch.
Wow. I had no idea.
Yeah, so we went there to eat a cheap dinner. And
Come on, baby. We're going to the Sam's Club tonight.
come on, I'm gonna take you out to the Sam's Club. And we're waiting in line, and these people that had walked in front of us, one lady like went off to shop and was like gesturing to the other one to like go wait in line and hold their spot or whatever. And the person that she was behind got out of line and left. And then this lady starts like looking down and just walking forward in front of like 2 other people in line. And so she butts in front of this old guy and he kind of looks up and he's like, I'm not going to fucking fight it. He's learned his lesson already. And then she cuts in front of this other young girl that's like her age. And she's like, hey, excuse me, I think you were back there in line. I think you skipped me in line. And she starts having like a full fucking autistic meltdown. It turns out is a special needs person. But she's just like, I was here. I was right here. I was right here. You're being mean to me. This isn't nice. I was right here. I was standing right here in line. And I look at my wife. I'm like, look, baby, I'm off the clock. I'm not fixing to intervene I can't be the autism whisperer.
Yeah.
I can't fucking do it all the time. And her mom comes over and starts talking to her. And she was like, that girl was mean to me. And she said mean things to me. And her mom was just like, well, we just have to pray for people like that. When she cut in front of the lady and the girl was like, hey, I think you were behind me. And so my wife spoke up and was like, ma'am, she was in front of us. She just cut in front of these 2 people. And she was like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. She has special needs. I'm sorry. And like told her to go get back in line. After just saying to this girl's face that like basically she's a horrible person for being like, hey, I was standing here.
That's fun.
And then behind us in line is this person in a mobility scooter provided by the store, who I don't know what's wrong with them. They seem relatively fine,
Mm-hmm.
you know. I don't want to say that there's nothing wrong with them, but they seem like they could maybe stand in the fucking line. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we sit down with our food and start eating. And this guy rides the scooter by us. He has his entire bare ass on the fucking seat of the scooter. He pulled his pants all the way down, sat his bare ass on the public Sam scooter, and started just riding around the store. And I don't think there was anything wrong with him.
So do you think it was like maybe a sexual kink or something?
I don't know. I don't know what it was.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
I thought I experienced some weird people out in the world, but dude, they're just like, you just attract them like flies to shit.
Well, Jay, can I hit a trifecta on you real
Yes,
quick?
please. Now,
While
how
we're
much money how much Patreon money would it take for you to put your bare ass on a scooter seat, not wipe it down, just fresh out the line there at Sam's Club?
Oh man. Well, if I get like crabs in my ass hair, my wife would be very mad. So it would take a lot of money,
So,
probably.
do you think maybe he's a superhero? It's bare ass Scooter Man.
Bare ass Scooterman. That's that sounds like a secret identity.
Yeah.
Barris
What's your
Scooterman.
name? Barass Scooterman.
But by night, I'm bare ass Scooterman. But the trifecta here, Jason, is while
Please,
we're eating our
please.
food, this lady like whips up to our table, like comes up to our table really fast. And I kind of just like look up at her and she like touches my back. And I'm like, oh, is this someone I know? It's not. So that's weird that you're just like
Is this
caressing my fucking back.
is this an old lady or
Yeah, it's an old lady.
okay?
And so I look up and this lady's like caressing my back and she's like, excuse me, can you open this Diet Coke for me, please? And it's like a 70 something year old lady
Okay.
talking like a toddler, asking me to open a Diet Coke for her. And I was just like, oh, yes, ma'am. And I take it and I open the Diet Coke and I give it to her. And she's like, okay, thank you. And like scoots away. I'm like, what the fuck is happening today? And this was all within a span of 10 minutes.
Wow.
Back to back to back. And I'm like, baby, we gotta eat and get the fuck out of sales.
Like, was it just in the cafeteria, or was it like did it permeate the entire warehouse of a store?
Well, I don't know. We just went to the deli part, so it could have been the whole Sam's, but the deli for fucking sure. We hit the autistic meltdown, we hit the bare ass scooter man, and we hit the baby talk Diet Coke lady triple double fucking layup trifecta.
Wow.
It was an insane 10 minutes for me.
That was a great date night.
We had a lot to talk about when we got in the
Yeah,
car.
I'm sure you did. Wow.
The last lady creeped me out the most,
I'm sure.
honestly. Because the other things I can conceive of, bad parenting for an autistic adult, weird guy putting his ass on a scooter, okay. Baby talking 70-year-old lady possibly flirting with me? I don't that was not on my bingo card. I'm like, here's your Diet Coke, and do you want some dick? What the fuck are you doing here?
I mean, were you the only person there? I mean, why did she pick you?
I was look.
Did you look like the only human that was capable of opening a Diet Coke at that point?
I will say I do stand out standing around or sitting places. I was the only large man around, potentially the only man in the food court. So I understand that. But she didn't have to caress my back and she didn't have to fucking beg for it. She didn't have to fucking please, like, ew, dude.
At least she wasn't talking like Roger Rabbit or something. It's like, please.
Oh, she practically fucking was, dude. That might have been it. That might have been closer to cartoon character than fucking baby talk.
Just a human cartoon character.
Yeah, that whole day, that whole 10 minutes was human cartoon characters, dude.
Dude, the only weird people I've experienced this last week is I was at work yesterday, and me and the guy I work with, we're in the little warehouse part, and then next to us is the office. But for some reason, people just walk right past the office door and then could just come walking into the shop area where we are, and then like act like they don't know where they're at. And we're like, you got to go in the door around the corner. And so we're just in there working, and this dude, most people just kind of like stick their head around the corner and look in and be like, hey, is this, my shop name? And I'm like, yeah, but you got to go in the door. This dude just comes like walking up in there, and he like gets like 2 feet away from me, just like uncomfortably close. Like I was at the point, I was like, this dude gonna punch me or something? He walks in, he's like, where my friends at? I'm like, excuse me? It's like, I had some friends walk in, and I don't know where they're at. Where they at? I'm like, they're probably in the office. He's like, oh, and he walks back out, and the dude smelled like a brick of weed, dude. Like it hung in the air for it. I had to spray almost a half a bottle of Febreze in the office. By the time these dudes left, like 30 minutes later, it was so thick.
First of all, pause. Second of all, what kind of t-shirts were they making?
I don't know.
Was it weed related?
I don't know. I have no idea. I know when I walked up in the office, they were looking through all the extra shirts that we have that are just like extras, and they were in the office looking through all those, and I walked in, I was like, Jesus Christ, it smells like fucking Friday up in here.
Friday? What do you guys do on Friday?
No, it just smells like the movie Friday up in here with Smokey.
It smells like the movie theater during the screening of the movie Friday.
But it was so thick. I was just like, Jesus Christ. Like, I haven't smelt weed that strong in years.
Yeah, that's commonplace now these days, I think. Like, you smell it just driving. Like, it'll be permeating out of someone's fucking exhaust.
Oh, yeah, dude. You just walk across the Walmart parking lot now. That's all you smell.
Yeah. I smell it, like, in the neighborhood when I'm driving through. Like, someone's house will just be permeating out fucking weed.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, you probably live next to kids that you're getting contact high constantly.
Yeah. But no, I that's really the only weird person I've had to deal with the last week or so. Usually, I always run into somebody that gives me a hard time, but I really haven't been too many places lately to experience any weirdos.
I ran into a weird person recently. I got into a car accident.
Oh, yeah. What happened?
So long story short, it was my fault. Short story long. So I was getting onto the highway, right? And I was behind this car that was behind a dump truck. And the dump truck merges onto the highway. I look to see if anyone's in the lane. There are people coming in the left lane, not the right lane that we're trying to get into.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, sweet, we have it. And I assumed that the other guy had already gone because this is a fucking clear shot. I look up, he's still sitting there. I try to slam on my brakes, and my brake hit the floorboard because my truck brakes were not working.
Oh, that
barely.
Sucks.
And so I destroyed his back end of his car. So I mean, he was sitting there on his phone, not paying attention to what was happening. But the insurance decided it was my fault. So it was
that fault. Sucks.
But and what was weird about this guy? Look, I don't want to yuck anyone's yum. Okay, all right. I accept all groups of people, but I ran into the back of this guy. I'm a nice guy. I hit this guy's car. Immediately, I jump out of my truck and run to his driver's side to make sure he's okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh my God, are you okay? I'm so sorry. And the guy's like, I'm alive. Instantly, whiny little bitch. And like, fucking, what do you want me to do? But anyway, I look in his passenger seat.
When he screamed, I'm alive, you're like, not anymore, and just start beating the shit.
Yeah, I just start fucking kill him. But I noticed when I go to check on him that just sitting in the passenger seat of his car is um is hot pink lace women's underwear. And this guy did not seem like he was interested in women.
It might have been his mom's. You never know.
That would be so much weirder. That would be so much weirder than him putting them on, which he definitely was. Which, okay, fine. You wear lace women's underwear. Why isn't it sitting in the passenger seat of your car?
Maybe it was a ghost. Maybe he had Walmart bathroom ghosts in his car wearing underwear.
That was from last episode, Jason. No one watching this will get the reference.
There's no continuity here.
Yeah, it's just a gay guy that's fucking had women's underwear just hanging around in his past. And I'm friends with gay people. I know gay people. I don't know any gay friends that would just randomly have women's underwear sitting in their passenger seat.
Um,
That's a weird thing to have.
I mean, I mean, you should have asked him. Be like, so, what's up with the underwear over there, buddy?
I tried talking to him several times. He did not like me for some reason.
Well, I wonder why.
I don't know. I was trying to be his friend. He wouldn't get off the phone. The crazy part is he wouldn't get off his phone the entire 30 minutes we were waiting for a cop to show up. So he was on his phone sitting there and then just stayed on his phone the entire time.
Was he like live on Instagram? He's like, oh my God, you cannot believe what just happened to me.
No, he was FaceTiming somebody and he was just holding it in his hand. That's how he was when I ran up. He was just holding a FaceTime in his hand of who I assume is his sugar daddy. He's like his old bald guy. It's probably you.
Hey.
Yeah, just wouldn't get off his fucking phone. So I tried talking to him. I was like, "Hey man, are you gonna call the cops or you don't want me to call the cops?" He's just ignoring me.
Wow.
I'm like, "Okay, I'm gonna call the cops." And then I go and I knock on his window after we've been waiting for 30 minutes. I was like, "Hey, maybe you should also call the cops because no one's showing up." And then he doesn't say anything and just hangs up with the person he's on FaceTime with to call the police and then immediately calls them right back.
Was he incredulous? He's just like, oh, let me call you back.
Yeah, he was actually. He was really in a shitty mood.
Wow.
He was in a pissy mood.
Well, I mean, I can understand being in a shitty mood if you get rear-ended by you, of all people.
Yeah, just this big fucking dumb Shrek looking motherfucker. You're like, hey buddy, are you okay? I probably am in the top 10 like people you don't want to be rear-ended by.
Yeah. And so let me ask you about the brakes. Is it because of your wonderful brake changing job that they failed? Or what happened?
So here's the thing, Jason. They had a brake fluid leak, right? And I never got around to fixing the brake fluid leak. I just kept putting fluid in it.
So basically,
and that was my fix.
There was no pressure.
There was no pressure. So one trip to Delta Roll Tire and $800 later, I have new brakes.
So how much is your insurance going to go up? Do you know yet?
No. I'm procrastinating right now. I need to get the police report to give to my insurance, but then part of me's like, what if I don't?
I wouldn't risk it. I would just go ahead and do it, buddy.
But I need to because luckily for him, the insurance that I have, it covers $0 in damages to my vehicle and up to $25,000 of someone else's. So he can get a whole new car if he wants to, because I destroyed his back end. His car is still running, but he could afford a new car after he gets paid out. I saw the back end of his car when I hit it, and I was like, oh my God. And I slow motion like turned and looked at the front of my truck, and I was like, oh, this thing's kind of a fucking beast.
Yeah.
It is not even a paint scratch on the motherfucker.
Are you sure he didn't have a body in the trunk? You know, like, that might have been why he was in a bad mood, you know?
No, I think he's mad that Me and a police officer had to see the women's underwear in his passenger seat.
Man,
The cop was being kind of a dickhead to me too.
really.
Yeah. He didn't he took the other guy's statement and didn't even take my statement of what happened.
Huh.
Didn't ask me a single fucking question.
Wow.
And he was like, just stand by the railing for me in case someone's not paying attention. I'm
Uh,
like, okay, dickhead. You don't even know what happened because you didn't ask me a single fucking question.
wow. Where was this at? What?
I was getting onto a major highway off of a not major road. I don't want to tell everyone the exact route I take to work every day.
Why you think one of the 8 people that listen to this show are going to be waiting for you?
Yeah, fine. I was getting onto Highway 605 going towards the interstate.
Oh, we got more than 8 people. I'm just playing.
No, well, now they all know
Now they all
where
know
I'd be at.
where you live, where you're going.
Yeah. Yeah. So the guy didn't even ask me. I didn't get a chance to tell him the other guy was on his phone. I didn't get a chance to tell him my brakes weren't working right. He was just like, yeah, this guy's fucking dumb.
Well, you might have grounds for to fight it.
My insurance has already said it's my fucking fault.
Hmm.
So I'm kind of SOL on that.
Even if it's just brake failure.
Uh yeah, because if it's not coming from like a manufacturer standpoint,
Hmm.
I'm driving around a used 2009 Chevy. Like I can't sue fucking Chevrolet for the brakes going out on a 2009 Chevy.
Hey, your brakes failed on my brake job, so I'm suing you.
On my lack thereof a brake job.
I kept putting in brake fluid.
I thought that putting brake fluid into it once every few days was going to fix the problem. Turns out
It's not
you guys fucked up.
brake fluid is not gas there, Jacob. It doesn't.
I was using it like it was. I kept bleeding the brakes on it just fucking constantly because I put it in and just leak right out.
Oh my god, dude! It's like
It,
no hydraulic pressure whatsoever. You're just adding more to it.
yeah. And now since I got that brake job, turns out the whole time I've had the truck, the brakes just haven't fucking worked. Now that I know what it's supposed to feel like.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
So
sorry, buddy. I feel bad that happened to you, and best of maybe your luck will change.
yeah, I don't know how this could have been avoided, and I don't know whose fault it was. But what I do know is that guy, wherever he is, I don't like him. And
Did you?
I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this, having already determined that I am at fault. In a legal standpoint, I'm glad I did it.
Hmm.
I'm fuck you.
You didn't piss off any voodoo priestesses or anything lately, have you? Or maybe it was the Diet Coke lady. Maybe she was like it was like some kind of a test or something. I don't know.
Please, please run into the back of me.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe your luck will change. Maybe both our luck will change. Man, I have a feeling. I have a feeling our luck's about to change, buddy.
I have a feeling it's about to change too, Jason, and I have a feeling it's going to get even worse.
Don't say that, please. Don't say that.
Please, please don't say that.
We got to start wrapping this up, buddy. We're hitting 30 minutes.
All right, let's do it, man.
All right.
Let's wrap this thing up.
Anything
Let's wrap this
else?
thing up like a
Yeah.
birthday present, Jason.
That's right, because it's my birthday. Happy birthday to me. Hold on, let me play this right here. I want to play a pepper burp, and that, and then that's about it. Maybe this.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
But anything else before we get out of here tonight?
Just that June 14th at the Juke Joint in Ocean Springs, Mississippi, I will be Oh, excuse me. That came out of me real fast. I'll be in the first round of the Roast on the Coast roast battle. I will hopefully win that first round and go to the finals. But you
Yeah.
should buy a ticket and come see just to be sure.
Fantastic. And I don't have anything lined up. So hopefully after I get my house settled, I can start doing some comedy again. We'll see. We'll see. And so is that it? Is that everything before we get out of here?
I think we're ready.
Well, let's go ahead and get out of here. If you want to email us, email us at openmicersPodcast@gmail.com. We're at openmicers.com and, of course, Linktr.ee/openmicerspodcast. Takes you everywhere you need to go, all the socials, all the ways to give us money, all that good stuff. And, of course, go to brezcoffeeco.com. Use the code OMPodcast for 10% off your order. And we love you. We'll see you right here next week.
I've had my bare ass in this office chair all episode.